Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.
It's all recording, by the way.
Hot penis.
Oh.
He's heating up.
Yeah.
Got
Nice.
it.
Puts up a brick.
Perfect.
Am I in Disney's Arthur? Because you look like a fucking wizard, dude.
Yeah.
Was
Hey,
Arthur, was
hey,
Arthur
Mara?
on Disney?
Pull up Arthur Wizard Hawaii or something. I forget what
Merlin.
the fucking
Merlin from Vacation.
Oh,
I think is what
yeah,
you're thinking
Merlin
about.
Vacation.
I thought you meant Arthur the Aardvark. Like,
Yeah, no, take the Arthur out.
Yeah, so right.
Just-
I mean, it is that blonde boy down.
Right here.
Yeah, there we go.
He is. There
God
he is.
damn it. Don't take me into some bullshit.
You were tricked again.
Oh, cool. To a smaller image. Thanks for the smaller
There he
image.
is.
oh,
Okay.
frick yeah.
It's you, man.
That guy is rad F.
Yeah. You're
Also,
a pair
he's
of
wearing-
red All-Stars.
I was
away
going to
from
say, he's
hitting
wearing
that.
red chucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are tight.
Not
Such.
since Tom Hanks have they been that
Those pineapple
fashionable.
shorts? Is
True.
our man a swinger?
Ooh. I think they might
They're-
just be palm trees.
Yeah.
Actually.
Those are just palm trees, but
But I did see what he does support the gays, which
Yeah,
is
his
Fucking
shirt
all
pineapple
over that.
vibes.
very tolerant.
but yeah, such an underrated movie. I love it.
Yeah, I
I
was a
don't
big
know that
fan.
I've ever even heard of it,
Oh, it's
which is sad.
Sword in the Stone.
Oh,
Sword in the
I've heard of
Stone,
that. That's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I
Of course
kept
I've
calling
heard
it
of that.
Arthur. Fucking
It
idiot.
was like,
That's why I thought it was the
well,
aardvark.
Arthur is in reference to King Arthur,
Right.
which you're on track with. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, I mean, they're all named after the person, the place, or the thing. It's either the sword, the guy, or Camelot.
Yeah.
fucking
That was one of those
absolutely.
movies that almost made me a furry. Pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
This
Right?
close.
Love
That was a
that.
long scene about
Yeah.
squirrel sexual tension.
Yeah, I loved Willow too.
Which, honestly, one of the greatest moments of my college years was waking up. We had to open up our dorm room window because we were the only dorm that didn't have like an air conditioning vent, but only had a heat vent. And we obviously couldn't control. They kept stasis on everything all the time, right? But they overbooked the dorm our freshman year, so we got what was the old conference room on the 3rd floor as our dorm room. So in the middle of the night, it would get hot as piss in the winter because it'd be like 80 degrees in there. So we'd open up the window, and every morning in the winter, we'd wake up to 2 squirrels just going to town on each other.
Nice.
It was pretty rad. Just 2 squirrels, just like, and it sounds like how you imagine squirrels fucking would sound.
Oh,
It's like,
we've been,
like so fast.
I'm
High
pretty sure
pitched.
Nuts.
while we were recording an episode, we heard squirrels fucking.
Mhm.
Probably 2
When,
dogs
when
fucking.
Casey was on here.
I got to show you my fingers because remember me telling you about my fucking
You have gay nods?
how I might have rheumatoid. How my doctor was
yeah.
like, all right, so you can see that bump just kind of showing up out of nowhere, and then but look at how fat this finger is.
Have you cut back on the salts?
Yeah. Look at that fucking thing. It's just pudgy and hot. Feel how hot it is.
It's got some heat to it.
literally
You got a fucking hot finger.
touch my finger.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna touch it.
Isn't it hot,
Yeah. But like in a lot of reasons.
Browden?
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you fuckers?
I have one shop story, and that's it.
One shop story.
Just one. Just the one this week.
What?
Yeah.
That's never how it is.
Lady came in with her little 2-year-old.
Your lady or
No, a lady
Nice.
came in with a young, her daughter.
okay?
And I was like, wow, what is she, 4? She's like, no, she's 2. I was like, you have the tallest 2-year-old in the whole galaxy. And she was like, I want to buy her a couple new sets of earrings. And I was like, okay, cool. And I bring her over to the more affordable section.
Oh,
Because when you're buying multiple sets for a child,
it's the place to start.
it's like you really don't want to be dropping a lot of money.
You're being thoughtful,
I thought, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I say that, I'm like, so this is our more affordable section. And she goes, money's not an issue.
Oh,
And I go, okay. That's fine with me. But her daughter liked that shit anyways.
Right.
I was
Because
I know what I'm doing, but it's okay.
yeah.
So she picks out like 6 pairs of earrings, and
What does she got?
because
12 ears?
this is the more affordable section.
Right.
And so total comes to $350 and something cents. And we both look at each other, and like with our eyes, we're like, we knew this was coming. If you make a face, you're admitting defeat.
Right.
I'm about to win.
She starts taking her watch
And
off.
she was like,
Slides it.
It's the retail showdown.
Takes her own door.
and then, and,
honey, close your eyes. Mommy's got to pay for these earrings.
and she tipped in percentage instead of like just giving like a, usually like when the dollar amount goes up to whatever the fuck, somebody's just like, $20 is my cap. So you're getting $20, which is fine.
Sure.
We're all used to that.
She's got the whiteboard out. And she's like,
But she tipped based on percentages. So it was like $70 and something.
Jeez.
Money is not an issue.
Money's not an
Very
issue.
nice.
But for a second, I saw in her eyes, it's not an issue.
Right. Did she walk out to her car that was using saran wrap as a window? And did you feel bad?
No, not at all.
Good. So do you get commish on that or?
No, I get the tip, but no, not.
So the tip is for you.
Yeah. Yes.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
That's all you really need.
Had to go there.
But seriously, that's awesome though that you made an extra $70-some
Yeah.
on a lady that was
The funny thing is she was
the
nice,
hubris. Well, sure.
but she had to throw that one thing out there. It's like, why?
Well, people are.
It's just you, me, and your 2-year-old.
There's a lot of pride. A lot of pride.
In that specific situation, though,
I mean,
like,
come on.
you could have landed on anyone, and like,
I mean,
who could care less?
she's buying fake gold. It's not an object. All right, money does not matter.
Like, show me your finest television set. If someone said that to me, I'd just be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, shut the fuck up.
You go away.
I'd like
You're gonna buy a Vizio anyway. Walk away.
I'd like the TV with the most Ks.
They're all manufactured out of the same parts, just different child laborers.
Right. There's like one strip of land in China and another strip of land in Japan where every TV and electronic is made. It's not.
I could fake sell you like features you don't need, or
Right.
Yeah, you should start putting gift cards on the back that like say the dollar amount that they're worth, and it's like, oh my god, you bought the winning TV, but when they go to use it, it doesn't work.
See, I think the energy
That's a great
is what
idea.
matters here. Like, she's got that bougie energy where she's like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got enough to pay for this. I'm
Right.
rich. But then we've worked in retail where someone comes in and they're like, give me the most expensive TV. I just got my check back. The government's paying for
Oh,
it. You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, let's hook you up 60 inches, bro. Let's do it.
Right. Right.
And he's like, I'm.
this has so many
there's a
hertz.
level,
Yeah.
there's
You
a
don't know
level
what
of
to do.
excitement rather than a level of entitlement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
These glasses, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They make me smirk.
Yeah.
Makes it harder to win against you in poker.
True.
Mhm.
I want to get those Chris Moneymakers sunglasses though with the
I
snake
feel like
eyes on them.
You look like you're dressed like the son-in-law who gets to go on the annual family Hawaii
Yeah,
trip.
this is my Weekend at Bernie's outfit.
Ah.
This is
Thanks for cutting me off. I thought it was going to be funny, but
well, it wasn't.
you
so
did good.
Sorry
and
about
you
that.
did it a lot faster.
Sorry. My bad, dude.
I hear you.
I stepped
accept
on
you.
your touchdown call. I suck. I suck.
Ha!
So entertainment of the week for me, not super thin, but I'm gonna try to not cry about this. I watched a documentary.
That's why you have the glasses on.
Yep, 100%. That broke my heart.
Genius.
What?
Genius.
The documentary?
The Kanye West documentary.
Oh no, no.
Oh.
No, I didn't watch that. That guy's a fucking asshole.
Is it?
He's peace. No, I watched. It's called The Crime of the Century. It's on HBO. It's an Alex Gibney documentary. So if you know who Alex Gibney is, the guy's like a legend.
Yeah, the anime guy.
Yeah.
Studio
Gibney? Yes,
Gibney.
Studio Gibney.
But Alex Gibney is like probably
Oh, that's Miyazaki Gibney.
he did
Yep.
he did The Smartest Guys in the Room, the Enron documentary. If you've seen that. I typically you know that headphone thing that I bought you that you definitely absolutely do not use, but
It's in my nightstand.
is it really?
Mhm.
That kind of warms my heart. But so every night I put on this like headphone headband to go to sleep so I can play stuff, but then it doesn't fall.
Was
in my
this a
ears.
podcast first?
Maybe. I don't think so, but it might be.
There's some new show or something that came out because of a podcast series. I
So
might be thinking of something else.
it's 2 parts.
Skip the floor play. What is the crime of the century?
Uh,
Just get it in me right now.
It's an album by
we're getting there.
Supertramp.
We're getting there.
I'm horny for it.
So the it's 2 parts. Part 1 covers the creation of opioids from their origin to how they've evolved, and now Big Pharma has essentially been like the largest producer of opioids over the last 60 years.
Mhm.
Part 2 covers how Big Pharma is responsible for the opioid epidemic, right? I fall asleep listening to these documentaries, so I'll end up like waking up and rewinding, and then to the last thing I remember, and then go back to sleep, whatever. But I woke up at 2 a.m, and all you hear is like this guy giving a presentation to people, and he says like, we've covered the cause, we've covered like the problem. Now we need to cover the reality. And it fades out, and there's like no sound. And then you hear 911, what's your emergency? And then you hear this woman who's like, help, like screaming. She's like, my son can't breathe. And then she just proceeds like these horrific guttural screams, like, and she's just bawling. And she like saying no over and over, like horrifying. And then it fades out again. And then the documentary's over.
Oof.
So I literally woke up to the last 15 seconds of this documentary and heard something that I literally have not been able to sleep right because of this. Like, I was up the rest of the night. I like fucking laid there crying after listening to that. But like, if you ever want to watch something that will like really add to the narrative, because it's at this point it feels just like white noise, like the narrative like you hear it from everyone and nobody has anything new to say about it. So it just feels like almost disingenuous when people bring it up. And so you like table it as like a whatever, like who cares? It's probably fine. It's getting better. Whatever. It's not getting better. And it's getting a lot worse. And this documentary does a spectacular job of driving that point home. And I got to tell you, that last scene is like the most, I've never had such a visceral reaction to any form of media in my entire life. And when I saw the Truman Show for the first time when I was 6 years old, I cried for like 3 hours when he gets out.
Yeah.
And the boat hits the wall and he like has his big moment. I cried so hard. My mom was like, why are you crying so hard? I'm like, he fucking got out. But it literally fucked me up for like 2 days. So in an effort to combat the like shock and, emotional whatever I was going through, I started listening to Mark Rebier again.
Oh.
Holy piss rocket. That dude fucks. If you guys don't know who that is, Mark, could you do me a favor? Can you hit the YouTubes for me?
Yeah, we've all seen this
I was
guy.
going to say, do we not all know?
Oh, I
No,
know.
I guess not.
Well, that's awesome. So we get to
Before we move on, like, where would you say Crime of the Century ranks in the pantheon of Supertramp albums?
Which one?
I don't know how many albums I've listened to by Supertramp. I've certainly listened to a song or 3.
What's on that album?
Music. Oh, God, got him.
Pull up, scroll down, Your New Morning Alarm.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, Flamingas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy
Mhm.
fucks.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
There's a
Can you imagine being this dude's neighbor?
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go.
I wish I was this dude's neighbor.
yeah, but he
Like, you can't even get mad at this shit.
he has a full like hour and 50-minute stream with Harry Mack, the guy who like does all those freestyles on Omegle and stuff, and they literally make an album essentially in an hour and 50 minutes.
Nice.
It is so rad. So every Wild game day, the Wild like tweet that
Oh, really?
in the morning. They're like game day, and then it's like get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Meow, 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 meow.
So I finished all 15 seasons of Supernatural.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
How was?
I cried also this morning.
Did you know?
Yeah. It was weird because there must have been like some kind of like writer's conflict going on
Oh yeah,
because they had
that happens.
3 opportunities to have one of the greatest endings like of a supernatural series
Sure.
that I've seen,
Yeah.
which was turns out God's an asshole in this show, right? He's
Okay.
a storyteller and like
Alanis Morissette.
yes. The reason that there's so many worlds is because it's
So
basically
good.
it's basically him crumpling up paper and trying to throw it into the trash bin behind him, and then it doesn't like make it into the trash bin, and then oops, there's a world. It's just a story that he was like, that one kind of sucks. Let me try again. And so
Feels like Community. Like that's how Community ended. Like it was just they could have just stop this, and then
so they are trying to fight him, yes, because they're like,
God.
excuse me, God. Well, they have the son of Lucifer, who is a Nephilim, which is somebody who's born of archangel semen and a female body,
That's how you
And
get
he-
herpes.
has superpowers. That's right, demon blood. Demon semen, yes,
Right.
And farting on pillows.
and farting on pillows.
Yeah, avoid that.
So like so that's like small part of it, really,
Yeah.
because it's ridiculous, right?
Sure.
But they almost get him, and then they almost get him, and then at one point he just goes, "Guys, I'm God. I get whatever I want. What did you think you could possibly do that would beat me?"
I'm Morgan Freeman.
who plays God? Is it Dennis Leary?
No, it's
It,
this.
it sounds a lot like.
It's this wild,
Oh.
Weasley little fuck. Oh, you know who it is? It's the guy who can't pee in public in the movie Waiting.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, we see the little fuck. Yeah,
That'd be him.
Wait, Waiting is in the one with like Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie bums me out.
I know. So
There's just so much like underage like.
they throw their final Hail Mary, right? And he's like, "No, dum-dums." And so he takes everyone off of the planet. Wipes everyone out but the 3 of them. And they're like, "Well, you going to take us out now?" And he's like, "No. I'm going to leave you guys here. This is a constant reminder of what you couldn't accomplish." And they're like, "Holy shit." And when I heard that, I was like, "Whoa, this is an excellent ending."
Yeah, Jeebus.
They go to a gas station and there's a dog. They're like, "Holy shit. How did God miss you? This is incredible." And the dog hops in the car and then immediately disappears. And they're like, "What the fuck?" And they look up and God you could barely see him. He's in a field and he's just like, he doesn't actually flip them off, but
Oh.
he just goes and then pieces out. And you're just like, God damn, this, like,
Damn God.
for how unrealistic it is, right? The concept of trying to beat God, that's how it would play out, is God being like, "No, I made all the things."
Right.
But then they kept going, and you're like, why? Why for did you keep going?
Wait, that's not the end?
No, it's not the end. That's what I said too. I was like, this is so fucking perfect. But then they kept going, and it's like they ended it in a way that if you're like a fan of the show, it's like I am happy that this is how it turned out. But come on, you had like a glorious. It felt like Stranger Than Fiction when the author
is it Will Ferrell?
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to end with Will Ferrell dying.
Mm.
And she couldn't do it. And then Robert Downey Jr.'s character, that's Dustin Hoffman's character,
Easily
is
confused.
like, it's not the best ending, but it's still a great story.
Anyone else catch the awesome connection that you just made there with Robert Downey Jr. and Dustin Hoffman?
Mm-mm.
Iron Man and Rain Man.
Oh,
Yeah, they're both men.
they are both.
God.
Wasn't Maggie Gyllenhaal in that?
Yeah.
She was like a hot mama baker.
Yeah, get get bent, tax man.
Yeah.
And he's
Little
like, I
crunchy.
just file papers. But
Still looking good though.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
so the point when I cried, right, is like there was an episode. So there's two like some of those.
Okay.
The one was they got their dad back for a little bit.
Oh.
And so they got to, for the first time, have a family dinner together, like the
Yeah.
whole family.
Isn't the whole show about them going to find their dad?
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, and then trying to get their mom, and it's a whole thing. But it turns out that they have fucked with time by having him in this place right now. And so he has to go back. And he's like, it's okay. This is amazing. You know, what can we do? We can have dinner. And like, is just so fucking supportive of them, even though he knows that they're like being crushed. He keeps it together, and I was just like, the way that he did it was so fucking moving.
Yeah.
Because there's like 2 episodes where they don't try to do a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's basically this one and then that car episode.
Right.
And it was just so fucking moving. They did such a good job. And Dan, one of the main characters, at the very final episode, you're like, holy shit, he gets to go to a pie eating contest? That's a real part of the show. That's not the joke. And you're like, this is his dream, is to be able to eat as much pie as he possibly can. And then he fucking dies. And you're like, excuse me.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it's so like as he's dying, it's like this close up shot of him and his brother. And you're like, yes. But
that's funny.
it's just like, you can tell like he's like, no more fucking resurrections, no more making deals with devils.
Just
like,
you and me, buddy. We're fucking now.
right now. It's like, no, I'm fucking, this is it. I'm peacing out.
Oh God.
And his brother just lets him go. And the line that got me was like, he's struggling, right? He's been stabbed in the back with some rebarb.
So it wasn't the pie.
It wasn't the pie.
Okay,
Some
I thought it was
rebar?
the unlimited pie that did it. Man.
Did you say rebarb?
Yeah.
Isn't it rebar?
It's rhubarb.
Because rhubarb is the plant.
It's a type of pie.
You can stab somebody with
Wait,
a
And
rhubarb.
that's where I was like, is it the pie you get? Was it a rhubarb pie eating?
It's like mandrake.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold
It's a
on.
substitution for an oak steak. It works.
You guys are telling me all these years
Yeah.
I've been saying rebarb.
Yeah. It makes
I thought it had to do with like barbed wire.
very different things.
It's rebar
Rebar.
because it's a bar.
Right.
It's like, isn't that
And
just,
it's
it's always
re
like
because it's-
sticking out of cement or
Yeah,
something?
rebar is what you use
Yeah.
as like
It's a
your
bar. It's a
It's a
essentially.
reinforcement bar for cement.
No, I know what it is.
Do you? 'Cause you
I've used
thought
it before.
was-
No one has ever corrected me.
Probably because they're sad.
They're like, is he talking about pie?
Oh.
Honestly, I don't think
I didn't
anyone
realize we
notices.
had a
They, think you're-
redacted
they probably
guy
just
on
think you're
site
trying to be
today.
cute about it.
Or
They know what you're saying.
You're a
They're like,
rebarb.
oh.
Bunch
Yeah.
of rebarbs.
they think I'm rebarbed. And or they're just hearing what they think I'm saying. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
they're like, for sure, I just heard that wrong. And then they let you move on with your life forever.
But
Except for today.
yes, thank you all. I appreciate. And so the last thing that the one brother says is, I need you to tell me that it's okay. And the brother's like, what? Like, I need you to tell me that it's okay that I can go. It's like, I could never, because this is what I do, Travis. When I really want to get a good heave in, I stand up and I square up with the TV and I say, give it to me right fucking here.
Put it in my eyes.
And like just the like visceral struggle of trying to not only are you having to say goodbye to your brother, but you're having to tell him that it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I just
couldn't do it. Nope.
Well,
but then they ruin it with the fucking montage of fucking carry on wayward son. And you're like,
Classic.
God damn it, guys.
It's network TV.
What's up a brick?
yeah.
But then the whole cast and crew gets to say goodbye to the fans. They're like, well, we like the show wouldn't have come back without you guys. Being able to do this for 15 years is insane. Thank you all so much.
Wow.
Yada yada. So it's like, thank you, but
Well,
you could have done a better one.
Caitlin and I have been watching Kimmy Schmidt, which I never watched before.
The Unstoppable Ginger.
Yeah, the Unbreakable Firecrotch. It's so goddamn funny. Like, Titus Andromedon is quite possibly one of the greatest characters in Netflix history.
That's a human name.
Damn it. Same.
He's so fucking good. He's the gay black guy in the show.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's fucking
Mara and I were both
great.
waiting
Yeah.
for the right moment.
There's a Roman
That's it.
legionnaire.
Is that a given name or a chosen name?
His name is actually Titus in real life.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's so fucking funny.
Married a galaxy or
like the
Nice.
probably.
Doesn't it come from Philititus? There's like a emperor or some shit.
Oh, his name is Titus. I wish. But
From the
He just-
Caligula days.
Do you think people are like, where'd you get your name from? And he goes, I don't know. You tell me. And then turns around.
we gotta go, girl. But there's like so many like really, really subtle ongoing jokes in the show that like if you only watch a handful of episodes, you obviously miss out on, which is where I was at. So like we're finally, we're in middle of season 3 and I'm finally getting like more exposure to those jokes. And it's just like every episode I just gut laugh at like multiple things. Like one of the things is he always makes a pun with Kimmy's name. Like when he starts talking to her, I'm sure there's a compilation of it at some on YouTube somewhere, but like, and they're just brilliant. And then at one point he's like having a bad day and he just calls her Kimmy and he like is like, I'm having a horrible day. I cannot like even begin to process making puns with your name. Like I'm at my very worst. It's just, I don't know. It's very, very good, but it's also like, very self-aware, which I like in a show, like a show that, especially in a comedy, like one that does not take itself too seriously. Because, like, to me, the epitome of that is like How I Met Your Mother, where you're like, okay, like this is not a. You guys gotta know this isn't a good show, right? I mean, it's not that good.
they had the better ginger.
Ooh, yeah.
Allison Hannigan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
She
a
was a
hot
witch.
take. It's a hot take.
She was.
She was my wish.
She is
Nice.
good looking.
Yeah, she hung out with Buffy.
Yeah, she was also in Date Movie.
Okay.
Is that like the Scary Movie
Mm-hmm.
idea?
What's up a brick?
I am glad they stopped making movies like that.
Mm-hmm.
It got
Me too.
out of control.
Me too. Yeah. I will say that Date Movie does have like 2 or 3 genuinely funny.
But
You're
see-
gonna get that in any movie.
Yeah.
I think.
I know,
Yeah.
but like,
When you throw it at the
By
wall
accident.
for long
What do
enough,
you
you're
want
gonna
from
hit
me?
something.
Like what Scary Movie was Mac Miller in?
oh, I have no idea.
So Mac Miller and Snoop Dogg are
It's got to be like
Oh
9 or
yeah,
something.
like 5.
Yeah, it's.
I think I just recently saw something about that.
all of their interactions
Scary
are
Movie 5.
fucking great.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 2 and The Strong Hand is like peak Scary Movie funny. Or comedy, I should
I mean,
say.
you've got. I can never remember Cabin Boy's name.
Chris Elliott.
Yep.
Chris Elliott and David Koechner. David Koresh.
It's not that one.
Who?
Probably not David
Why am I
Koresh.
spacing on his last fucking name? The comedian
David Cross.
David Cross. Jesus Christ.
He's also in Kimmy.
Oh,
David Cross. is
but yeah, having
brilliant.
David Cross, Chris Elliott in the same movie, it's like, oh, being on set would have been magical.
Yeah. God, I love David Cross. He is like he plays the idiot so well,
Yeah.
and then his stage presence and his actual level of intelligence are such stark contrast
Yeah,
from the
Flips
character
it
he
and
plays.
He makes you feel stupid.
Yes, and the what he addresses this actually, where like especially when he was touring, like after the rise of Arrested Development,
Oh,
people thought they were going to see Tobias Funke, as a comic,
Yeah.
and then he's like, people would just be like appalled at my stand-up because
They didn't expect
it's
it.
horrifying.
Yeah.
I know it is, but God, is Tobias one of the greatest characters?
so good.
That show, that's another one
Unreal.
where I'm like constantly surprised at how funny it is. Like you wouldn't think Jason Bateman could like anchor a comedy show, you know?
Hmm.
Like
Meaning,
I guess like for me, every piece of that show has its merit, you know?
Mhm.
Like Portia is excellent in that show. I forget what the mom's name is in
oh,
real life, but she is phenomenal.
so fucking good.
Fucking isn't Liza Minnelli the
Yeah.
I mean, she's great.
That was the first thing I was thinking of. You guys got Liza Minnelli to pretend to have vertigo
Right.
as a plot. Oh,
So good. And then like, Buster is amazing. Will Arnett as Job is like,
Fucking
and the fact
magic,
that he
dude.
goes, the fact like the first episode they call him Gob is one of the fun. I mean, his name is George Orwell Bluth. George Orwell, come on, it's the War of the Worlds. Come on, isn't Orwell War of the Worlds guy?
I think so.
Yep, that was the guy.
But yeah, and so like of all of those personalities, like it's perfect that they picked the most mild, like sort of level-headed person to be the anchor of the show. And Jason Bateman plays mild, level-headed guy very well.
Yes.
But in any other comedic setting, he can't really like provide the oomph that you need to like drive a plot. You know what I'm saying?
Did you mean H.G. Wells?
Is that who it is? War of the Worlds?
Oh, then who's
Orwell is 1984.
Ah, yeah.
Did you see Ozark?
Yes. I haven't seen all of it,
Yeah, very good.
but he's spectacular in that show.
Have you seen
So good.
Extract?
No, is it about orange juice?
It's a Mike Judge movie.
Oh,
And it's about, they're like a vanilla. It's the thing we were talking about. They're fingering beaver buttholes.
oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, raspberry.
But yeah, it's about this vanilla extract company, and Jason Bateman's character can never get home in time because there's this small window that
yeah.
Kristen Wiig will have sex with him in. But as soon as she puts on the sweatpants and ties a knot, he knows it's not happening.
Yeah.
Is this a relatively recent movie? Like
2008 or something?
I was gonna say
No.
like late 2000s, early 20. Okay, maybe I have seen like clips of it or pieces of it.
It's super. There's a part that like I'll laugh like just thinking about it. There's like a musclehead pot dealer that it just the interaction between him and Jason Bateman is unreal.
Oh yeah, he hires him to have sex with his wife.
He
Yeah.
uses that guy to hire somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit! Fucking Mila Kunis and
Yep.
Kristen Wiig and
David Koechner.
David Koechner. Ben Affleck is in it?
Get kecked
Oh,
up.
and fucking
J.K. Simmons?
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. It's
J.K.
awesome.
Simmons is horrifying.
Is that the Girls Gone Wild guy?
It look,
No.
or is it the?
That's the guy from Schitt's Creek. He plays Ted.
Oh yeah. He plays a dude with a hot bod.
He does have a fucking hot bod too. Yeah, Jason Bateman's great in movies. I just feel like 5 seasons of a show.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck is the fucking.
He's
Shit.
dude. His
So
roid.
Ben Affleck plays like his best friend in it.
I can't not think of roid rage now when I see Ben Affleck
Reed Ridge.
because of his
Is it Batman?
his appearance on fucking Bill Maher's show, Real Time or whatever.
Oh, when he got upset about what was it? The
It was like
Islamophobic.
yeah,
or something?
Sam Harris was there, and Sam Harris is
Piece of shit.
well,
Yeah,
he's
Sam.
he's just so like smug on top of being like
Yeah.
an ass, you know? Like to be so comfortable with being such a douchebag is like a really
He's got Golden Girls money.
does he really?
Yeah.
Is that actually where
It was like one of his parents like produced it.
no fucking
That makes
way.
so much
Yeah.
goddamn sense.
He didn't just rise up because he was smart or had merit. He had
Yeah.
money.
Well, yeah, that's how he got into
Yeah.
Wait. So he's the Elon Musk of the atheist world?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
Mhm.
funny.
He just tried to like, hey, I want to be in here too. I'm like Hitchens. It's like, no, Hitchens is funny as fuck.
I heard a very very you ever hear the beginning of something and you're like, "Oh, this is awful. I must finish it."
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, almost everything.
Yeah.
Most things.
That-
Yeah, it's true.
That's very sad and also I'm happy
That
for you
reminds
both.
me, I was
Well,
at a funeral
keep
this
going.
weekend.
Huh?
I went to a funeral over the weekend.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. I'll be very quick then.
Can I talk about something not depressing?
It's not.
Oh, okay,
You'd
good.
think it'd be
Oh.
depressing, but it's not.
Happy death. So Sam Harris like is doing his podcast, whatever it is, Making Sense with Sam Harris or whatever the fuck it's
Yeah.
called. Which like, oops,
It has
It's a-
like new age music at the beginning.
Yeah, and it's like very, very like therapeutic in like the actual.
Today we're
speaking,
going to
whatever.
talk about
Yeah,
should black people have rights?
right. And he goes off about Islam for like an hour,
Yeah.
and it is like he's like jihad is real, and they will try to kill everyone in the West. And
Very good.
dude, it is like
Your cadence was
Thank
spot
you.
on.
thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was on my way up to Cloud for a show once, and I was just like.
Yo.
Just white knuckling the whole way, like, this is awful.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's hear about that fucking funeral, bud.
So the funeral
Yeah.
was like
Lift us up.
the individual that passed away.
raise me.
It was a bummer, but it was one of those things where like
It's more of a celebration.
it's like
of life.
6 years of like is he gonna go? Is he not gonna get? Like it was a fucking nightmare.
Oh,
So the fact that
it's
he
like
had
Herbert
passed.
the pervert's dog.
Ooh. But anyways,
His name's
this
Jesse.
this guy's name is Elvin.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking awesome name.
I know. This dude went to church. I went to the same church as him and his family, and he's one of those guys that like could very very easily put the fingers on the tum tum and just look jolly.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And but I heard him sing for the first time. So my parents are Mormon. Family is so 3-hour long church, right? Elvin loved to sing, but I had never heard him sing before. And we had sat next to his family one occasion, and I heard him sing for the first time, and I said, I didn't realize I was next to a movie star. Because he basically went, "Hi, the king, the police." He sang just like the Cowardly Lion. It was fucking amazing.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, this is rad. And we saw him outside of church, and he apparently always wore this leather fedora.
Oof.
So he looked like Indiana Jones,
Okay.
yeah.
but this guy could go on no adventures.
Yeah. Right.
But he also would rehabilitate like any animal that he came across, which was also amazing.
When does this get funny? I'm just getting more sad.
No, he's okay. So because we got to talk about all this stuff.
All right. Oh yeah, you got to relive the glory.
Because the kids grew up going, guys, our dad is nuts. There's squirrels in our kitchen, which is true story. We went to drop our sugar glider off that we couldn't take care of anymore because his daughter said, "Oh, I'll take care of her." And we went in there, and a squirrel ran from like the dining room to the kitchen and like bounced off the cupboard and parkoured back into the fucking dining room. We're like, wow, we are in the right place.
Holy moly, Rocky.
It was fucking bananas. And so we get to like relive all of this shit, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very, very funny stuff.
Yes.
And unique, right?
Yeah.
How many funerals you go to and you're like, remember all those squirrels?
True. Yes.
But my brother and I, my youngest brother, who is, follically challenged, and I still have much follicle. So he sees me, and as soon as I'm within earshot of like a loud whisper, "Sir, the homeless shelter is across the street." I go, "Oh, yeah. And we start shaking hands, and I'm like, "What are you going to do about all those baby birds that have been pulling the hairs out of your head every morning?" And like just start shitting on each other. And so that like kind of sets the tone for during the funeral.
Right.
Like in between people talking, we'll look over at each, so he was sitting next to me. So be like one of these, like, that was pretty heavy.
What?
Just kept doing shit like that. So I was like, well, I mean, I can't get there for whatever reason. I can't like get sad because I know like it's lifting a burden for somebody else. And this guy was ready to go too. So I look over at Kim and I go, "Hey, do you want to see a magic trick?" And she goes, "What?" And I go, and I got up and I left the funeral and vaped in the bathroom until it was over.
Hell yeah.
And then people start, coming out and
At a Mormon funeral?
Yeah,
I know.
wow.
Wow.
and they're like, it's people that I
Progressive as all
haven't seen in a
hell.
while, so they're like introducing me to their kids. And this one guy comes up, and I've barely even seen any pictures of his kids. He's like, "Hey guys, this is and his wife chimes in, "Yeah, this is mom and dad's I'm like, "I used to date your dad." And which in the Mormon world, very uncomfortable laugh.
Yeah.
Because their son is looking up at me like,
Grandpa's gay?
it's super funny. So we just got to fucking do shit like that. Oh, and I hit on the missionaries.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want.
Yes. Oh,
Fucking
fantastic.
brutal. At the funeral, I can see why you're like, it's not all bad.
It's not all
Yeah,
bad.
no.
You guys want to soak?
Just outed some people. Fucking hitting on missionaries. Yeah.
The one missionary was like, "I'm from Utah." Because this is
Yeah.
what you do every time you meet. "Oh, so where are you from? And where are you from?"
Yeah.
"Oh, I know somebody in Tucson." And so one guy says he's from Utah, and we're like, boring. "Where are you from, guy?" It's like, I'm from Alberta, Canada. I'm like, "No shit. Have you ever been to Regina?" And it's not weird to him. So he's like, "No, but I have." And the whole table starts laughing, and he's like, "Oh, Americans. Sounds like vagina."
Yeah.
I got it.
That would be like, technically, you do. American.
There's a lot of I think Jim Gaffigan talks about this in one of his specials, but like there's a ton of Canadian cities that are
Weird names.
like sexual names. Like I'm pretty sure there's a Moose Knuckle, Saskatchewan. Because there's Moose Jaw, but I think there's also Moose Knuckle.
It's fantastic.
They started running out of anatomy at some point.
Yeah. Moose Shitter and
Oh, we don't waste any part of the animal.
Yeah.
just from Penis, Ontario.
It's
That's,
Moose Prostate. That's where I live. That's where I'm from.
Hell yeah. Nice. Do you get it checked every so often?
Moose Prostate. Yeah.
but yeah, at one point I do like my fake aggression where I'm like, zip it, Canada.
Yeah.
And another guy's like, "Whoa, easy now." And I go, sorry, I just get lost in his eyes and I'm so frustrated.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh?
Taste the maple syrup on his lips.
And Utah is like, "This is fucking great."
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, so that was how the funeral went. But it was weird. So this is what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Supernatural. Super. I'm like, but funeral. I'm like,
You know what? I think there's something to that, and I think part of it is that, like, especially or I should say, in my experience, I can't speak for you, but in my experience, it's very difficult to, like, when you're in a situation where there's like forced emotions, right?
Mm.
Where like everyone around you is sad and you're also sad and there's people crying, and then you feel that like level of like weird guilt where you're like, I should be crying.
yeah,
Then you especially don't cry because you're too confused to cry. But like when something hits you like that,
yeah,
it's much harder for you to corral the emotion, and then it just spills over.
yeah.
Because
Do you think you would have cried if they played Kansas at the funeral?
That's the other weird thing about
Nice.
like Mormon funerals or just gatherings in general. There's no clapping. It's irreverent to clap. So somebody will give like, they'll like sing a song in honor of Elvin.
and then it's dead silent.
Just boo.
Dead silence. You
I don't think
hear-
I've ever been at a funeral that there was a lot of like jubilation following somebody's reading or singing. I don't recall. I mean, I was at the funeral for a kid that I went to high school with that died of an overdose, and there was like our whole fucking high school class was there, and in the processional or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called, like before you go in there,
Mm.
dicking around central. I mean, people I hadn't seen in 3 years, and we're just grabbing each other's horns and just fucking around. And
Of course.
as soon as the funeral started, it was just dead silent for like an hour. Everyone's crying. Me and my buddies are like,
I sack tapped him once in study hall.
there's a lot of death from. But that's the other thing too. Is like, I mean, how you knew this guy. You really appreciated him. You loved
That's
him.
what's
you know,
weird
whatever.
is like, I've known people for less time and got hit harder. But
Yeah.
So I wonder if like all of his children are grown up.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't rely on him like in a financial sense, or like he needed help.
Yes.
So it was like this weird feeling of like, I am bummed that he's gone, because I can't imagine my life without my dad. It's a fucking
Right.
horrible thought. But like in this scenario, I'm there's a sense of relief
Yeah,
for my friends.
absolutely.
You know?
yeah. You feel like.
I
Yeah.
mean, their poor fucking mother had, basically stopped working and was taking care of him full time. And
Yeah, I mean, it's shitty as it sounds. There's a level of burden that comes along with being a caretaker, and like for somebody to be relieved of that burden is you feel some sense of relief for them.
yeah,
You know,
And
I mean,
you shouldn't be concerned about your supernatural thing, because I hate to admit this to you, but someone crafted that scenario to make you feel those emotions. Like they
Mm.
tricked you, like they made you invested.
you are a dumb idiot.
and
is what he's saying.
They put you in that spot where you could relate. It didn't matter if it was his brother. Like any of those situations in the zombie movies where your friend gets
Oh.
bit and he's like, "Do me, dude," and he hands you the pistol and it's like, "Do it before I change." Like it's that same scenario where
yes,
you can put yourself in that place, and
Yeah.
it hits you really hard because you realize this could happen. Like it could go from 0 to 60 right away.
Right.
yeah,
And I'd have to make that choice, and I'd be stuck in that choice where it's like, maybe it's not my brother, but it's my friend or my mother or something. And the horrible fate, and now you've got to make the decision.
Then you have to
yeah.
grapple with the guilt
And
and
it's
the
always
sorrow.
about leaving the loved one and making sure that they don't suffer. That's how it always is. Don't
the-
let me turn into a zombie.
The tying theme being that you're on the front line. I heard about Elvin passing away. I never saw him in his coffin.
Yeah,
I
sure.
never.
Well, yeah.
I get what like to put another layer onto that is like to try to literally put yourself in front of that person.
It would be completely different if you happened across it in the wild or something, like you knew a friend.
Yeah,
who-
some guy was like, "Hey, I'm about to turn into a zombie." Okay, let me fucking kill you,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Get over here. What? No, I need help.
No.
You don't have a gun?
I don't have help. I have.
God, let me find a rock.
It's like cake. It's been concocted to taste great.
Ooh.
You know.
I thought you meant the band.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Great band.
Mm-hmm.
And a long jacket. Huh!
Damn.
So on the back of your funeral, I'm back. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. As long as Mara needs a ride, I'll.
Oh
be
yeah,
here.
I guess we didn't explain
We're
that.
totally chill with that, by the way. You're
Travis
welcome
is,
to be on the show.
Yeah,
whenever.
is hanging with us as penance for bringing Mara.
Well, you guys have to pay me with airtime.
Right,
Or I
that
won't
it's
bring
our
that.
our penance.
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Media.
Yeah.
Wentworth. I've been rewatching it with my new lady because she hasn't seen it. It's basically the Australian Orange is the New Black.
Ooh.
It's really good.
Also, you said it wrong.
Ah, yes.
Went with.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
We
We'll wait. Like, his funny voice is not really the second.
Holy
date,
piss!
you know?
This has good.
You're going to
ratings.
put that off?
This has really good ratings.
Yeah, it's very
Wentworth?
good. It's very good. It used to be
Went
on
with.
It used to be
Went
on Hulu, and now it's on Netflix. I think they just finished it up. Like the last season was it,
Some hotties in this one.
but it requires a bit of suspension of disbelief. Like they move cameras with mop handles, and like things happen that aren't supposed. That would never occur.
wait. So what's the show about?
Prison. It's
Oh,
Orange is the New Black.
oh,
It starts off with the character, and you follow her in, and she's giving herself up for taking revenge on her husband because he was a dick. So she almost killed him, and then it's similar to it's got a little Game of Thrones in it too, where you know,
She fucks her cousin.
don't get attached
God, I
because
wish.
it runs for seasons and it's prison, so some people get shanked. I'm not
yeah,
going
of
to say
course.
who, but everybody.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, it's about the power struggle.
Shanked
The
with
women have
Valerian
their
steel.
own crews, their gangs, the drugs, and
That's kind of red.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, to check out Wentworth. I'm gonna have to turn Caitlin onto this one. She loves the Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start watching As We See It.
What's
Have you
that?
seen trailers for that?
As
Have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
Is that new one with
Comedy drama
Zenyatta
series.
or whatever?
Zendaya.
Oh no,
the
that's
Spider Girl?
Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, this is
Zenyatta
Rick,
is the robot
it's Rick
from-
Glassman.
Rick Glassman. So it's all about
Overwatch.
people on the spectrum.
Oh, and Joe Mantegna.
Joe Montana.
I forgot how to say his name.
I said Joe Montana. No one ever gets that reference.
Why? I mean,
I
Joe
don't get it.
Montana was a quarterback.
I said Joe Montana. But yeah, the guy from Criminal Minds and other stuff.
God damn it,
And Sosie
Joan
Bacon.
of Arcadia.
Ooh, nice. Sosie Bacon, who is the daughter of Kevin Bacon.
Did you say
And-
saucy bacon?
Sosie. And if you weren't convinced that you wanted to fuck Kevin Bacon, wait till you see him in female form. Because you'd think, oh, this means I want to have sex with Sosie Bacon. No.
No fucking way.
Madam, you have reaffirmed that I want to fuck
Wait,
your father.
Kevin Bacon's wife is Kira Sedgwick?
Oh, yeah.
No fucking way.
Yes.
She plays like the most hateable character of all time in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's wonderful in that show.
Mm.
So you're saying the daughter got all Kevin Bacon looks?
She looks like if you
Oh
ran
no,
him
she's
through.
beautiful.
It looks like if you ran him through an app
Mhm.
Yeah,
and they just
Yeah.
yeah.
like
She's
Nice.
got more forehead than.
Then mom.
Yeah, I mean she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy muff.
Yes. I'm fan.
She's, you know what she is? She's beautiful, but she's just so cute.
Yes.
she's
Just
just too
cute
bacon
as
for me.
Cute as a button.
I need
Look at
I need
that
like
smile,
20%
she's so
less Kevin
cute.
Bacon in there.
Nah. I think it's the perfect amount of bacon.
She looks like she would have the cutest laugh.
Oh, that's not what she looks like now.
No, this is what she looks like now.
Nope.
No,
You got some old images there.
this is what she looks like now.
Yes.
Little Reese Witherspoon in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There she is.
How into Sosie Bacon are you?
This guy fucks.
You know what keeps playing in my head is one time we recorded an episode and we had said something in the beginning and it was like we were trying to do a reset to like get off topic or something, and you just go penis and I go penis and it's just like it went in perfect order where my brain heard you say it and go, I know exactly what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, that seems like
Which is
something
to
we do.
reverberate the penis.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah, so if you-
Amazon original. Go
If you
ahead.
like Orange is the New Black and you
Alright.
want to see crazy women shanking each other, there's
Yeah.
a little bit of the sex.
Ooh.
There's a lot of intrigue
sex.
and it gets into like the character's backstory, so you get flashbacks.
When women are about to go down on each other, do they go,
I'm about to go into the bush.
Oops.
because it's an Australian
I got it.
There is a bit of slang though,
fucking
Hell
cunt.
yeah.
but it's all you
Nice.
can pick it up even if you're not in it. But yeah, it's
Is
good.
there a more attractive accent on earth than Australian? By the way,
Yeah.
is
I was gonna say
is it
Scottish.
Is it
Scottish.
Irish?
Yeah, or
it's-
Irish.
Scottish
yeah.
or Irish, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Australian can sound
I was gonna say.
gross sometimes.
I was gonna say women from Indiana.
Can you yes. Also that.
Wow.
Because
That almost southern, but definitely hate people of different colors sort of twang. Mm. Anyway.
but like because when you think about any individual with the thickest version of their
Oh,
accent,
sure.
right?
yeah,
It sounds intense, but I think Australian sounds like the dirtiest. Like like somehow you're spitting on me.
I don't know,
or,
dude.
like,
I just can't get
you
over
haven't
like
showered
when
in
you-
weeks.
when you hear a trailer trash white woman from New Jersey. There is
moose soup.
yeah.
You know- you know moose soup?
Have you seen that?
Travis,
Have you
moose
seen Moose Soup? Oh my
Oh.
god, you got to pull it up. He needs this.
This is like the definition.
Mara's got like a thing for us though, and we have just been
I know.
being so impolite.
I'm not going to bring up anything else after moose soup.
Oh
You
god, is
finish
this
your
funny.
thing or whatever.
Oh, I got nothing.
I think this is Charlie Huntington. Woo! Yeah, that's Charlie. Oh my God! Oh my God! Get your passenger! Son of a bitch! Damn it! Dirty bitch! Fuck! You guys are doing good! Tom, hurry up! Is that Charlie? Richard Raymond. Oh, dirty son of a! Come down later for moose soup. I'm gonna need some of gold. Yeah, you guys come down here after. I got moose soup and everything. Charlie's a couple minutes behind us. All right, you guys are doing good. Son of a bitch! Hey, I got you on video. Right here. Dirty son of a.
I love like
Is it Tourette's?
OMG.
No, I don't think so. I think she's
Huntington
just
boats everywhere.
I think she's just as hick as it fucking
Gee,
gets.
Raymond just lost a passenger.
It's clearly from
Gee, I
Canada.
thought I got that on video.
Dude, just the most
Well,
cigarette
yeah, what
laugh
else are they
ever.
serving?
Moose
Moose
soup
soup.
after.
This isn't in Canada.
You
Where the hell
boy.
is it?
In Alaska, maybe, I guess.
Possibly.
Get it!
But that's pretty much just anyway.
another funny thing about the video is as she's walking down, you can hear him go, "God damn it!"
Oh my lord.
Well, I like how it was also 30 feet.
It's like Medea.
You could hear the breath get
was
heavier
frickin'
just
oh,
walking
yeah.
across. Okay,
God.
I'm sorry. What was the? That was like sorbet. My
Oh.
palate's been cleansed. What was the beginning of this?
We're talking about how like thick accents.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, that is sexy.
yes,
Good
see?
one,
That
yeah.
is sexy.
It's
Oh,
Charlie,
Lord.
it's
And,
Charlie Honeydew, son
and-
of a bitch.
Yeah,
Dirty.
Is that Charlie? No, it's
Dirty.
Richard
bitch.
Brayman.
dirty bitch. Yes, indeed.
That was freaking crazy.
See, that's a lady that when you're in the bedroom, you're gonna
Oh,
get that
Lord.
dirty talk you want.
Yeah.
Like some ladies just they don't want to make any noise. They're quiet, or you like talk dirty to me, and they just don't have any ammo.
Oh,
she's like,
bitch.
she's
You
like,
know
what
that
do you think of that moose?
She's
soup?"
got a grab bag full of nastiness that's just ready to go
Yeah.
straight in your ear.
Yeah, and she will light your cigarette for you afterwards for sure.
Oh, she's smoking the whole time.
She has.
She's got one. She's got one cooking on the nightstand. She lights it up. She's like, "All right, make this fast," and then she just sets it there, like she expects to hit it before you're done. But she knows. She knows she's hot enough. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah. And when she picks those tits up off the floor and puts them in your mouth.
To each his own, man.
I don't there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
But yeah, gross New Jersey accent for me is that's the worst one.
Oh, man, I really don't like that one at all.
I just think like to your point, any accent at its most like pure,
Yeah.
anybody is gonna sound.
If it's OP,
but like even the most Minnesotan accent, even the most
Ugh.
Californian accent, the most
Boston?
I don't mind the most
Mm.
Californian accent.
I do
Like,
they sound
compared to the others,
like
right?
Valley Girl style. Like ugh. You sound like you have trouble
Yeah.
coloring in the lines.
Uncle John.
Yeah,
Uncle John.
Uncle
I
John.
don't think there's an S at the end of it.
Uncle John.
Excellent.
Like I was Josh
Excellent
Safdie's
reference.
man. I was an Uncle John.
Oh, so like a Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
And
You know,
What was
not
that?
not pretend though.
yeah.
Very
Clueless.
Clueless. That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, the piece de resistance.
French? Oh, my thing. I finally qualified for the affiliate program 2 days ago. So hopefully I'll get my sub button soon.
Yeah,
I'll,
what was the.
I'll dom all you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I didn't hear
It's just-
about this on the way.
You have to put the application in. Like
Oh.
I made all the requirements. I just had to send them a.
So
I
excited
see, I
for
see.
you. Very
Yep.
proud of you.
And I had this was yesterday's stream because yesterday I beat Elden Ring. I beat it.
By the way, Sam
I thought it was
Fasser,
one of
you're
those games
welcome.
you can't really beat.
Well, you
What?
beat the last guy and then you get an ending.
Oh, I
And
thought it was.
The game deletes itself from your hard drive and forces you to never play again.
Oh, balls, dude. That sucks. I thought it was more like Skyrim, where there's just like endless side quests.
I mean, you can go back into the world and do stuff if you want.
Rick, yeah. So how was?
I'm gonna show you my favorite boss,
Yes.
and this is my best run probably in the game. I don't win in this one,
But
but it's amazing.
okay,
And this is my favorite boss in the whole
You
thing.
got that
Also,
witch gear on.
you look fucking rad.
That's your
Fly
your-
as hell, yep.
the
There's
ghost,
sound
your
on
ghost
this?
witch wife.
I was going to say, where'd the sound go?
Oh look, there's
Activate
your chair.
the sword.
You
We're
play on
in
PC or Xbox?
Xbox.
Oh,
Get out of here.
Those are power attacks.
Yeah.
the soundtrack.
Ooh, nice positioning.
Read like a book. Got me once. Got me once. Usually he misses that attack. Dodge.
Nice, right
Where's the
under
next one?
foot.
Get me out of here.
Oh,
Clipped you a little bit.
Boom. Staggered. Get stabbed.
oh,
I miss. It was in his hitbox though.
Nice.
And then one on the way up.
oh! Nice dodge. Not that one, but the one before that. Nice roll.
Take a sip. This is a 3-piece. Dodge one.
Oh,
I'm out of there. I take the hit because I wanted to power up.
Uh-huh.
oh!
That's what he usually does. He misses.
Oh my god.
Is that a variable combo? Is it like always the same 4 hits?
Now he's got a phase 2.
Oh shit.
Track record.
Boom. He's a wrestler now. Boom. Staggered immediately.
Fucking shit.
The heart rate is up. Because I'm not good at this phase. Especially this part.
Oh, I'm the best there's ever been. It's got different timing.
Tragic. That's like the first time I've ever dodged that. Panic.
Dude,
We're panicking. We're
the panic
panicking.
rolls.
It's over.
Panic rolls.
Dunked.
I'll be right back. Oh.
Then I left.
You sounded like the grape lady. Oh, no.
Yeah. So I beat
Dude,
him like 45 minutes later.
what the fist?
And then right after, there is another boss.
Jesus.
And I'm like, why is there another boss?
I like hearing past and present Mara.
It is interesting. I actually couldn't tell at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Input reader. Input reader.
They're cheating.
Oh,
Wait, what?
NPCs can cheat?
Because immediately, yeah, if you hit a certain button, they'll do an attack as soon as you hit it.
Yeah.
It's consistent. You can do it every time.
Yeah.
Like on the last fight, when I lifted my sword in the air to activate it, I knew as soon as I hit the button, he was going to come in and swing immediately, and he did. But I knew that I could take the damage in order to reactivate my
That's
ability.
fucked.
And I know if I take a drink at a certain time, he's going to come in with his rock leg.
That's so weird. So it's like choreographed stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
They make it a certain way to punish
Is
you
this
for doing
Miyazaki?
Yeah. Yeah. So
He's a dick.
and then a lot of the attacks are timed a certain way to beat panic rolling.
Do you think that's his payback to
Yeah.
the whoever published that said that he couldn't put more feet in the game?
Probably, yeah. He's like, well, there needs to be more feet. Let me see if I can show you the
The fucking soundtrack is
it's pretty incredible, yeah.
That
I mean,
first fight in the second
suck
phase
me
when he
off.
does like the meteor smash and his body comes down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to physically dodge him or did you catch iframes? Because he missed you, but you didn't take any damage. It looked like it was an AoE. Was that just the iframes from the roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had him miss me with that shit.
Cash Me Outside. How about that?
Oh, here we go. This is the second phase. This is the last boss in the game. And it's fucking annoying.
What is that?
And I'm getting like genuinely irritated.
Are you fighting the camera? Is that the
Yeah,
last
basically.
boss?
Yeah, you're just like,
It's
I was going to say, that thing is so large.
an amorphous blob and a bad camera.
yeah. And this motherfucker, like, I have to run, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles
Jesus.
just to get next to him to hit him. And then you hit him a few times, and then he goes under the water, and he pops out on the other side of the fucking map.
He looks super cool though. At a
Yeah, I know,
distance.
it's really
He's
pretty,
really, really
yeah.
cool.
And I'm like, I'm gonna throw my controller. It's so goddamn gorgeous.
Yeah. He's like an amorphous star dragon with a angel sword, flaming sword.
Yeah, and then if you're next to it, you can't tell what the fuck it's doing.
Jeez, that sword is big.
And the music is nice.
Yeah, the whole...
It's very strange.
Very interesting.
I wonder if that's like a way to like almost disarm you or like take you off of
oh yeah,
sort of like your
get rid
level
of that
focus.
that
Yeah,
music and stuff. Yeah,
right. Like if it was more intense music, I feel like it would like I don't know anything this calming. I feel like I would be off my game.
So
Yeah.
you killed that thing?
After the stream was over.
Ah.
Because I was way too mad. So I was like, I'm going to end the stream. And I ended and I like just sat there for a little while and I'm like, okay, now we'll do it.
Jeebus, Chris. Well,
That's
good
crazy.
for you. Congratulations.
So the real last boss was Godfrey. And that was fun every
it
time.
was Joffrey from.
Yeah.
just a kid, just a blonde kid.
I didn't have the cutscene in there, but he has like some lion thing with him, ghost. in the first phase.
Okay.
And after the first phase, like he like splits it open and there's like blood all over him. That's why he turns red. And then he just like has then he just starts wrestling.
That main thing.
Yeah. It was like a ghost lion.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's like, you've served me well. And he like splits it open.
Okay. Because in like the first phase, I was like, wow, it's beautiful.
And then he's just like, I don't need the axe anymore. And he's like, rah.
Yeah. And then second phase, I was like, oh, he's pissed.
And if he like hits the big hug, like he ends up throwing you all the way in the air and doing like a muscle buster. And he kills you immediately.
So phase 2 is basically Zangief?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that's why he's my favorite boss.
Okay,
I'm
that
like,
makes
this
sense
is
now.
Amazing.
That makes sense now.
Nice.
Every new way he killed me, I was like, that was the best way he's ever killed.
Well, Mara, congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent.
Congrats.
And then it asks you, it's like, well, you want to play again? That's what the game says afterwards. Want to do Journey 2?
It doesn't just say get gooder, question mark?
Basically what it's saying, yeah. Play again?
More betterer?
Yeah, I got to jack off.
Yeah.
I got to relax a little bit.
It does get more difficult on Journey 2.
Oh, of course it does.
But you play the same character.
You play as the same character? You can't.
You play as the exact same. What I just showed you, that character, exactly the same stats,
It's
level,
new
weapon.
game plus.
Yeah. You spawn into the original area from the start of the game.
I kind of like when that happens. But I don't know if I'd want to do, if it's that excruciatingly long, I don't know if I'd want to do it again.
Well, it's only that long because I explored everything.
Yeah. And you got to remember your first couple times through, you're learning the game.
That's
'Cause-
okay.
Like,
Yes.
this is a get good game. So
Yeah.
once you get good, it's like, oh, this is easy.
Because now, yeah, the starting area, I was playing as a prophet. And I was just like, oh, this guy. And I was just like, dodge, flame burst. You're dead. Get the fuck out of here. Like someone I might have
Interesting.
struggled on for an hour.
Right.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. Because they turn into regular enemies later on in the game.
Mm. Hey,
It was my turn this
It
week.
wasn't
to you. It wasn't me. But I'm actually holding my phone this week. So
do you have, does anybody have any oopsies?
Yeah, me streaming for an hour while pissed off.
hey, you reached your goal though.
I did.
There's nothing. This is not an oops. It's an exciting.
Yeah.
Just silence, death stare.
Yeah, you could see it.
Very
Yeah,
entertaining.
you.
I was like, this motherfucker, if you swim away from me again.
Yeah.
I was like-
Your physical color changed.
It was just like, I was having so much fun. I fought that other guy for 4 hours. Not once was it not fun. I was having fun the entire time.
It's just
And then I got to that and I was just like, which was immediately after. And I was just like, fuck you.
I've been there. I've definitely been there.
I haven't been there in such a long time because like by the time I got back into so God of War.
I was just gonna say that's when I've been there most recently.
In that game, you can just like start popping like a summon. That's what I did at the final boss. I'm like, we'll just summon a guy and then we'll go fight together. And
Which I really love.
because I'm
that
done
idea.
with this. I would do that with any boss I didn't like or any section I didn't like. I'm like, well, fuck this. I'm going on to the next thing.
Yep.
And I beat the game and there was a whole section of the map I didn't explore.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. 137 hours. There was like an optional section
Hyman.
that I didn't do.
That is.
say Hyman?
Yeah. That is spicy. That's a lot of time. Good for you.
Yeah, I was there for all of them.
Damn.
So I have like 200 hours in that game.
Holy
Total.
switchfoot.
Fuck. That's gnarly.
I don't even.
I did
Well-
buy Dark Souls Remastered, so I'm going to play through
Nice.
that too.
Oh.
Nice. I mean, the last game that I put that much time in was MLB, so
Mold.
which comes out soon, and I'm very excited.
Last time was a sculptor. That was the last time I put that many hours into something.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Fallout 4.
So I'll probably still play Elden Ring on stream, just not the entire stream. Just goofing around. Because now I started a character it's called the Prophet. So the name of the character is Prophet of Trogdor, but it's Prophet is spelled wrong.
So it's PROFIT.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So now I've made its own lore.
Nice.
Because it's like it looks like it was blown up in a cartoon, like its skin color. And like, so it was just, when I was a kid, they were just hanging out in their thatched roof cottage, and then they got burninated by Trogdor. And now they have faith in Trogdor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Speaking of faith, my oops of the week is Kim called me at work and was like, Are you done? Are you done with work? I'm like, no, I have like an hour left. She's like, oh, you really should be here. I'm like, where? She's like, there's this group that came to Becker, Child Protective League.
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No, I hadn't heard beforehand.
It's like a sports thing.
You'd think so, right?
It's so much worse.
This is league.
It's
I
like,
know, it's so much worse. The laugh was out of like, oh, I wish.
It's a league of people that go to church with Betsy DeVos, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
They
just
suck.
the worst.
But
Okay, so they came to give a presentation about the other side of the trans agenda, because a group came to a school board meeting and was like talking about the importance of like inclusiveness and making sure that these kids aren't being bullied because of suicide statistics. And these guys were like, well, you know why they're committing suicide? It's because the trans, their minds are stupid.
How did they get into our meetings?
Because one of the board members was clearly all about it.
yeah.
I wanted to sock that fucker right in the face. So, oops. It was hilarious. So by the time I get there, and I just so happen to be wearing my God is Gay shirt, I was like, fuck you. So I get there, and the crowd is almost to every fact that this lady was trying to spit out. The crowd would be like, oh, no. Like, just razzing the crap out of her. And for some reason, one of the board members picked one guy, like the least threatening looking human being, and goes, he had a gavel too, which was even funnier.
Of course.
Because at one point, guy sitting next to me, every time he hit the gavel, he'd go, bang, bang. But so this guy picks random dude in the crowd and goes, please, can we have this individual escorted? And everyone looked around, and the cops gave a look of like, no. They didn't move at all. And the guy goes, that's okay. I'll remove myself. But before I go, you suck. And then he walked out. And so just...
This is like a national news story too. Like
Yeah.
about how they just got stood down. Like these people showed up and they thought they were going to have their day in the sun, their glory day, and everyone just shit on them for an hour.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, I probably would have heard about this kind of stuff, but the last 3
just
weeks
been
is just Elden Ring in my
you
brain.
have been plugged into another
Nice.
another metaverse.
So at one point, they're talking about how we need to keep all of XYZ out of school, right? But then, so she's like, in conclusion,
Did everyone cheer?
this thing, there was a lot of cheering when she would say, these books have been introduced to help children learn about the trans agenda. And with every book title, she would say, woo! Like, everyone was just psyched.
Oh man.
But so her in conclusion was blah, blah, blah. And then it's like Corinthians. As soon as she says, everyone's, ugh. And it quiets down, and I go, this is my moment. God is gay! And everyone looked back, and then they saw my shirt, and I was like, oh, okay. And then went back to the thing, but it's like, so happy.
That's awesome, man.
The guy next to me going, bang, bang. So fucking funny.
It just makes me so happy because like you get like I feel like this part of the state, like the in between the cities, gets a bad rap for being like, way behind the times, and everyone's shitty and everyone's, hyper conservative and nobody's allowed to be different and whatever. But then like you get a people showing out for the school board meeting is, I don't know, it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Warm
One of
my
the
heart.
speakers, so there were three people talking. And one of them was a former lawyer. And he was like, now I have to say at the top here that this is not legal advice to anybody. But it sure sounded a lot like legal advice.
Yeah.
Their whole thing was like pronouns are going to destroy the school system
That's
because
the plan, yeah.
everyone's going to get sued to death. So he's like, so which one of you is going to defend the thousands of dollars lawsuit for to defend the trans kid because they wanted their pronouns protected? And, heavy silence.
Right.
I go, I'll do it. Also, God's gay.
That's awesome.
But, and the guy that was doing the bang bang as the lawyer's talking, sure sounds a lot like legal advice.
Oh, that's incredible. Just trolling.
Yeah, and the best part was like, if you were to watch the people walk in,
Right.
you would have no idea who's on what side, besides the kids that had signs.
Right.
But so like with the grown-ups, it was like, we all look the same,
Right.
but something's a little bit different.
Right. I just like the way I guess I try to challenge somebody of this ilk to like consider what they're saying. It's just like replace the word trans or gay with just Jews and then see how it sounds.
Mine,
They're like, it's fine there too.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, now we definitely know you're
All
terrible.
right, we got you.
Right.
mine was Native Americans.
Yeah.
Native Americans have real native names.
Right.
If a native kid said, hey, look, please, I'd rather you don't call me Bob
Right.
anymore.
Right.
Because that's not my name.
Right.
I'd rather have you call me,
Right.
my actual name. If the kid responded with, you've been Bob my whole life, I'm going to keep calling you Bob.
Right.
The kid's like, no, I actually legally, this is my real legal name. Bob, though. Forever?
Bobby.
And then that kid had a Bob rally.
right.
It's like, guys, the Bobs are trying to fucking change their names, and we know that they're Bobs, right? That's exactly what it is.
Like it's just bananas. So, well, I'm happy that you went. Glad you showed out for the gays and the trans. I mean, obviously, but
Also,
world needs more dads like you.
so I paid for advertisement for the God is Gay shirt that I designed.
Yeah.
Hoo-hoo! If you want to see some fun comments, it is blowing up with a lot of scared scared Christians
Yeah.
that are like, it's so funny to see them get so worked up because it's like, for one, nothing happens when you die. Two, they you think God is so weak that if you call him gay, he's gonna go, oh,
Right.
I can't God anymore.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So my oops of the week was actually the oops of since I was 9, I think. I had a
Wait. Is it called rebarb?
it's close. I had so golf clubs are very expensive, right? And like ideally to get golf clubs, before you get them, you get a fitting for them. So like you try a bunch of different brands and then they figure out the specs that you need on the clubs so that like they're best fit to your swing and you don't have to change your swing in order to like get the most out of your golf clubs, right?
Sounds like a bunch of pussies.
Well, the way I would, I guess, explain it is like when you first get a new pair of rollerblades,
Mm-hmm.
they're stiff and they don't fit right.
Right, but you have to break them in.
Right. That's so you can't really break in a piece of metal, so they break them in for you.
I mean, you
Right.
can't. I mean, that
Yeah, you're right.
DeChambeau probably could. He's
You're
a
right.
strong
You're
boy.
right. You're right. But there's a place that has simulator bays in Maple Grove, where you can like go and play in the winter.
Oh yeah.
And they have free fittings going on right now for like various club brands. So I've been signing up for these free fittings, and then they're like, "You want to buy clubs?" I'm like, "No," but thanks for the information, and then I leave. And then so I had my fitting last weekend, and I showed up with my clubs, and they have you hit your clubs first, and then they start handing you clubs with different configurations.
It's like an eye test.
Yeah, it's very similar. Very, very similar. And he hands me a club and he goes, "Hey, just so you know, you need clubs that are a half-inch longer." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you don't need your clubs to be bent. You need them longer." And I was like, "I've been playing golf for 15 years and I just found out that I need longer clubs." He's like, I guess so. I mean, it would explain why." And he starts running down the list of literally, so they have these systems are incredible, but it's called a TrackMan, and like it tracks all the data from the club and the ball after you hit
It's
it.
called TrackMan?
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be fucking great if it was like the clock from Loki and like TrackMan pops up. This is why you suck.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Noticed you slashed it pretty hard last time.
Yeah, but so like it'll tell you the spin rate of the ball, it'll tell you where on the club you hit it, it'll tell you the angle that the club was when you hit it. It's amazing. But so this guy pulls up my TrackMan data and he's like, "Yeah, so like all of this just says that your clubs are too short." And I was like, "I've been fucking."
Did you try a longer club?
Yeah, and I was fucking great. I was so mad. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like finding out that you were allowed to bring like a cheat sheet to a test. Like it's that same level of disappointment where you're like, I could have fucking done this already. Like I don't need new golf clubs. I need to not be a fucking moron 12 years ago. What happened? So, my oops of the week is really oops of the decade, because I've been trying for years to lower my scores and change, all these things about my swing, because I keep having all these issues and I just can't seem to fix them. And then the guy's like, "Yeah, you're never going to be able to fix how long your arms are." So, like, this is part of how it goes, man. It's all right. And then he's like trying to be really nice. It's like pointing out these other things about my swing that are.
You're just having a mental breakdown right there.
I was just like, motherfucker.
An inch and a half.
Crisis.
My entire life for an inch and a half.
I was so
the guy's
mad.
like, "Well, now calm down now. You got some other problems here.
Well,
Your shoes are bad too."
An
inch.
But he was saying it was the opposite of that. Where he's like, "But dude, I mean, once you get into, these lengthened clubs, like your club head speed is like in the top 5% of people I see." Like,
he was giving you the sandwich.
Yeah, he's like trying so hard to make me feel better about myself.
And buy clubs.
So did you go home and explain to Caitlin why you need to spend $5,000 on clubs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, she gets it. No, I mean,
Did you tell the TrackMan that price wasn't an issue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is the clubs that would work best for me are on the cheaper end of like most golf clubs that are available that are like of high quality.
Mm.
And I can also trade in the clubs that I have for, money off
Was this
whatever set I buy.
GameStop?
Nice.
Well, that's what. So the nice thing is I got the clubs that I have now off eBay because I'm a lefty and nobody buys used lefty clubs. So I got them for fucking so cheap on eBay. And at retail, when they first came out, they were like $1,300 for the set, and I got them for like $243, I think is what I paid.
Damn.
And when I sell them back to the store, they're gonna buy them for more than that because that's what they're worth. But I got
And a
'em on
subscription
eBay.
to Golf Digest.
It's
God,
like
I hope so.
It's like what they did with cell phones early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
They got you with the phone. And
Yep.
then, yeah.
So, yeah, I was so disappointed. I called Caitlin after. I was like, "Hey, I'm on my way home." And then when I got home, she's like, "Sorry, I tried to have Kirby ready so that like he could come say hi to you because I know you're so sad." And I'm like, "How'd you know I was sad?" She's like, "Did you hear yourself on the phone? You're like going to die." It's like all this over golf clubs.
Oh, that's super
I'm a
fun.
child. But
That's such a you don't have to know anything about golf to know you're an inch and a half off.
right.
You've been using the Mad Catz controller the whole time.
yeah, that's literally like I've been using the wrong tool.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and it's hard to explain like the nuances of golf, but if you simply understand like the physics of like hitting something, hitting one object with another object, where like the center of gravity is like of the one object meets the center of gravity of the other object. Like
That's why I married somebody who's the same height as me.
there you go. But like
Well-
because my clubs are too short, I was hitting the ball like in the wrong spot of the club
Oh.
for the last fucking 12 years.
It's just like any sports equipment. If you're a hockey goalie and the pads don't fit,
Right.
you know, you're going to play badly.
Right.
Or if you're bowling ball, the holes for your fingers are too large, you're going to be, you know, and then
Yeah.
you have to adjust and it's
Right.
terrible. So,
Right.
yeah, it's sports
So-
equipment, man. You got to have the right equipment.
Right.
You
So
can't
it's-
be out there in a Mazda Miata trying to do NASCAR. You got to
Right.
have a big fancy
Although,
car with
dude,
like
it would be fucking sweet if you
Yeah.
were.
It'd be so funny if like a bowler, like, you guys want to go bowling? Yeah. And they get there and he's like putting on a glove with like 7 layers. And I'm like, what is with the glove? Oh, my fingers are too small for the holes.
Sir, we have other balls.
Yeah.
There's different sizes.
or it was like drilled wrong and it's like a big open
Oh,
grip.
yeah.
It's like we can just move that 1.5 inches to the left. That's all you need.
I think Gaffigan
37.
Gaffigan again, he has a bit about that. He's like, either the holes are fit for a 6-year-old girl or the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Like there is no in between.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very excited because I'm getting another fitting on this Saturday
Why another one?
because it's a different brand. So the only reason it's free is because it's all these brand reps coming and trying to sell you stuff.
He's hitting the Costco sample cart is basically what's
yeah,
happening.
100%.
They're
That's
bringing
what
them
I'm
in
doing.
and they're like, oh, here, have some cheeses.
No,
Now, would you like
Doritos.
to
I never
buy
had them before.
Yeah, and I'm like, is that Sargento?
Yeah.
Mm.
They're like, so what can we sign you up for our cheese platter subscription? And he's like, nope,
Yeah,
but I
like-
do like your product later.
Can I take your phone number? What about your email? But
I just bought it on Amazon.
so
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's a different brand this weekend, and it's the brand that I'm more likely to actually purchase.
The cheap shit.
The cheaper. I fit for the cheaper like clubs from each brand, if that makes sense.
affordable.
Oh, yeah. What did you
Yes.
call the wall? This is our
Affordable.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not a good enough golfer to hit like the premier level clubs that are super expensive. So I'm like step down level, and all of those are a little bit cheaper.
Does it matter how well you golf or how much you want to spend? I mean,
I
like,
mean,
could-
idiots buy
yeah, okay.
the most expensive stuff, and then
Well, you were saying
they-
it
and
like
they
you're you know, you're shooting too high, so they won't let you buy those clubs. Like a video
No,
game
they'll-
where the shopkeeper's like, you're the wrong level for this sword.
That's the nice thing about like an independent fitter, though. So like the last time I go to buy clubs, I'm gonna actually go to. There's a place called Second Swing in Minnetonka, and they're like rated in the top 100 fitters in the country. And so I'm gonna go to them and get one final fitting where I can test all the brands against each other. And they don't have skin in the game, like to sell you their brand clubs.
They've been
So-
circumcised.
Right. So they give you the actual best. They're like,
Because they want to sell you whatever.
they want to sell you clubs.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we also don't want you to bring them back and sell them back to us because they don't work. So we want to get you in the very best clubs possible. Whereas some of these other, like these brand rep fitters are like, they really do try to push like the high end shit on you. And you're like, dude, I'm not good enough for this. And then he's like, dude, not bad data. And you're like, no, the data's visibly worse. I can feel it in my knuckles. It hurts.
Why don't you call up TrackMan?
You ever walk in and just be like, can you get me whatever Mario's using? What about Waluigi?
I'm interested to see that documentary, The Seedy Underbelly of Golf Fitting, where it's all about reps and underhanded deals and shorting when you know that, like, oh yeah, Titleist is coming out with a new ball,
It's
man. We
called
got
the-
it on the inside.
It's called the crime of the century
Yeah,
part 2.
yeah. We could call it the sand trap.
Come on.
Oh, that was painfully good.
Super good. I was almost offended how good it was. Nice. Speaking of retail, guys, head to our Facebook page where you can get merch or click the link in the description. Get our new God is Gay merch. 50% of the profits go to Mara's dreads and the hopes that she will one day get a 10-speed bicycle so that she can bike herself to the show.
I have an amazing bicycle, and you know it.
Oh,
Do you still have that bike?
That's what I was thinking.
Not that one. I do have that one, but I'm not talking about that one.
You're not talking about the e-bike?
I'm talking about the e-bike. He's talking about the little yellow one from the 70s, the Stingray.
No. I was talking about the red foldable one. Did you get rid of that one?
I got rid of the city bike. Yeah, I got rid of that.
You guys should have seen that bike.
The thing was dope too.
Yeah.
Sounds dope. I didn't realize you kept the e-bike.
Yeah, I still have that.
Fuck yeah.
I miss bikes.
Yeah.
Until you ride one, then you're like, motherfucker, get me in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a 10-speed has a very different, because like the bikes that I miss are like fucking like my old Huffy or like my old Mongoose. Like those bikes.
You don't miss
rad.
the bike so much. You miss the fact that you're a kid, because you can jump on that bike now and you're like, this doesn't ride the same.
Yeah,
And that's because you have no more
You just look like a
cushion
clown.
and you're pushing and you're just,
That's true.
you know.
Although I have put some weight on my shitter. I actually have more cushion back there than I ever did.
Well, you've got Draco Malfoy's disease in your hands.
Yeah, Jesus H. I look like Palpatine. Fucking.
You can, if you have an Amazon account, you automatically have access to one Twitch.
Yeah, I was going to do that
subscription.
today and I totally spaced.
I don't have a sub button yet.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
Yeah, send a message to the group because I've been waiting to use my Prime.
It's a free.
I did
It's
not
free.
know you
Yeah,
could do
so you have an
that.
Amazon account,
You
you
get
can
a free
just
Prime sub.
patch it over to me.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You don't got to pay
And
nothing.
she actually gets paid for that too.
Yeah.
Hell
which is
yeah.
Sweet.
Guys.
Twitch
Yeah, I
Prime.
was
Twitch
I
Prime.
think Ryan has one. I don't know if he's using it. I was basically going to force them all to just sub.
Sub to me.
So
Yeah.
listeners, if the sub button is available by the time this airs,
Which I
then
hope it will be, yeah.
be in the description as well. And
Also, we should link in the description. We should link to Amazon Prime, like the Twitch sub button, because on people's phones, you can't
That's right.
activate your Prime sub on the Twitch app on your phone. You have to go through Amazon to do it.
Okay.
So just beware of that, but make sure to sub to Mara Jade 84 on Twitch.
Yeah.
Get this gal paid.
Yes.
She's earned your money and you don't even know it yet.
I beat up that old man for 4 hours.
Yeah. And then she beat her pussy up for 3. I don't know where I was going
It
to go.
wasn't
with
3,
that,
but you know.
you know what I'm talking
You get a
about.
little
Just
after time. Yeah.
the bean a little bit.
Got to wind down a little bit.
Can't see that on Twitch, but sign up and follow her, Mara Jade 84 on OnlyFans, and you can.
There you go.
I wish. I applied for that 8 times now.
Fucking
Reject.
only bands at this
Rejected.
point. It's
Rejected.
fucking rad.
Rejected.
Nice. Oh, fuck. We didn't even play the fucked up video clips that I had stored up. Next time.
Are you talking about the Meat Factory videos that you sent? Or did you send those?
Meat Factory.
Is that what it's called? Meat Factory?
Oh, the channel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Meat
Canyon?
Oh,
Canyon.
Meat
Oh,
Canyon.
okay,
You
yeah.
guys
Everyone
are.
knows Meat Canyon.
Is this a new thing for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's incredible.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I
just-
know a bit
just saw
about
the
Meat
one
Canyon.
that-
Have you been watching his videos of his live streams where he does the artwork?
I didn't know he was still going. I was just introduced to it
Yeah,
over the weekend.
He's he does like his thing where he'll do art and he has a video and he'll talk about stuff like especially if they're controversial. If he does like a PewDiePie one, then he'll go back and revisit it and do a face cam. And he's a real personable guy. Like you'd expect from his cartoons that he's just a complete psycho,
Mhm.
like, you know, pale, drippy, you know, down in the basement, maybe singed, possibly moldy.
Friends with the Ren and Stimpy guy.
Just the things
Just
that
looks
come
like-
out of his head
Looks
onto
like
the
William
paper.
Turner and
You're just like,
fucking Pirates of
what
the
is
Caribbean.
this creature? But no, he's just a completely normal guy.
Shells and barnacles growing out of his
Really
face.
cool, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could go out on
Bootstrap
the
Bill.
Cat in the Hat. Same time next week.
Dude.
Yeah.
What? Travis.
Oh, but I had a thing too.
Huh?
Damn.
He beat you to it?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
I'm
not
sorry.
fair.
We do it again.
Let's tying things together here.
Well, who's the editor? Just fix it.
I mean, it's
fix
me.
it in post.
You want to do a take 2?
Do it again.
Okay. Same time next week?
Dude.
You're not in the mic.
Not at all.
Dude.
I just wanted to say, and spoiler alert, first of all, So I beat Elden Ring, right? It turns out the Elden Ring is just a hemorrhoid donut. That's the big secret of the game.
Can you imagine? Closing screen is just there's a circle on the screen, and then someone stands up, and it's just their asshole, and then the lid closes. Oh my god, that would make me so happy.
Hey guys! I'm the Cat in the Hat, and I'm here today to show you a good time while your mother's away. Check this out! Wow, look at us! We're having such a fun time!
Oh, that's their grandfather's ashes. Put that down this instant.
And who might you be, you little fucking fish bastard? You little fishy cunt? Who might you be, my little fishy fuck? Fuckies fucking suck? I'm gonna fucking suck the fish. I'm gonna put the fish in my cock hole.
Well, I'm the family fish, you see. Now, I watch over...
All right, who wants to see a magic trick? Let's watch all of your mom's most precious possessions disappear!
Breaking news tonight from Anvil, where a series of break-ins have been sweeping suburban neighborhoods. Subject is appeared to be a 6'3" anamorphic black cat with a large red hat and bow tie. Reports are saying that the subject is known to blend in with crowds and that many should stay indoors.
Oh, fuck! She's home. Okay, come on, fellas. It's time to get the fuck out of here. Don't forget, the next time you're bored, your good buddy Cat in the Hat will be here to bring you all a good bundle of fun. Oi! You fucking retard! You left the clock at the front door.